We chose a bag over a man. We chose to not have our children. We would rather have a bunch of money than have our children have a father in the home.
I disagree.
So not saying no. You have to know the history. This is proven facts.
History.
No,
men were not able to work and provide for their families. We were forced to take the government check.
That's false.
They couldn't stay in the house if they were there.
That's false.
Then how were they going to feed the children? And where was
the children were fed? Women were greedy
because it was coming from the government.
No. Let's get this clear.
Was home, he wouldn't be employed.
Black women wanted to be like white women in the Cosmopolitan magazine. The woman who started Cosmopolitan magazine, the main editor, she is now a Catholic, and she repented from what she did. She said we were teaching women because we wanted all women to feel that we had a gripe with white men. And so this is public knowledge. You look it up on YouTube.
She talked about it.
Yes, absolutely. They wanted black women to also be part of their movement in other races because it wasn't enough. The black woman and the black man had to stay together in the U.S. because it was the only way for us to overcome. What they did was with Cosmo, they lied. These were women that would say, you know what, there's a single woman moved to New York. She's sleeping with different men. She has her life. She has her own money, her education. She's getting these jobs. These women were promoting promiscuity and living a certain lifestyle when they were all married. They were all lying and making up these people because it was supposed to be a fantasy magazine. But women were taken to say we did not have a choice. We chose greed. We chose a bag over a man.
We have to make sure that we do the necessary things to protect the legacy that we're building, to protect the energy that we're building, to protect the generational wealth that we're building, and understanding and accepting that you're not going to find that type of woman. And it's not even about, we don't care. We're not going to try to make nobody be that type of woman. We don't care, but we just got to accept the facts. And that's what we're talking about tonight, man. We're talking about the facts.
I think that the only thing that's changed is the black woman. Because there was a time, let's say my mother, my aunts and things like that, they would say, okay, if that's the way you establish your manhood, I'm going to go for it. And my generation says, hey, no good. Okay. You must establish a new base.
I'll agree with that.
And we are, as a group, demanding that a new base be established. Why can't we try it my way?
Later.
25 years ago, the strong family was still the backbone of Black America, and 3 out of 4 children had both parents at home. That is true no longer. Most Black children are now growing up without their fathers. Single women and the children they're rearing alone are the fastest growing part of the Black population.
Why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you?
Now, I want y'all to think about what's being said here. She ain't got nothing. And she thinks she can make it as a single parent. But why? That's the propaganda that was being spread at that time. That's the propaganda that was being spread. So where are the men? Where are the men? Somebody told the woman that she didn't need the man. We got you. You don't need him to go to work, get no food. We got food stamps for you. You don't need him to pay no rent. You ain't even got to pay that rent. We got subsidized housing for you. Let me tell you what happens when you take away a man's ability to provide and protect because you strip his family away from him by selling his woman a dream. You deprive that man of his purpose. You deprive that man of part of his reason for being. And that is why we have where we are right now. Men striving to be the most out version of themselves. Men living single life, hey man, listen, what we doing over here, man, we are living the high altitude lifestyle, man. That's what we're doing. We're living a high altitude lifestyle. We're cocky. We ain't never met a woman that's on our level. Ain't gonna never meet one. We're gonna keep grinding and growing. We're gonna put ourselves first. And this is ultimately the result of what we're hearing right here.
You think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. Male figures are not substantially important in the family.
Male figures are not substantially important in the family. I want y'all to look at that. Male figures are not substantially important in the family. Now look at the family. Look at the skinny jeans. Look at all the emotional outbursts that are leading to all the crime. This is what y'all have to understand. Any woman who values having a husband has one already. Any woman who values having a husband has one already, because the majority of men do want a wife. And I'm talking about legal and non-legal. The majority of men do want a wife. Any woman who doesn't have a husband either doesn't want one or isn't qualified to have one. The reality of the matter is, if a woman has multiple children, she need to be with the children. She need to be with the father of one of those children. If not, only man she's going to end up with is a beta male simp mangina. I'm talking about on some long-term stuff, it's going to be a beta male simp mangina. Or it's going to be a man who is settling. There's going to be a whole lot of infidelity going on and all that because the man is not satisfied. The man is not happy. You men have to understand that we live in a society where women are being told that you can do all of these things by yourself. And then when it gets to the point where they can't do it by themselves, then they want to come out and champion that they deserve a husband too. Well, here's the thing. If you're not fit, feminine, friendly, and cooperative, you don't deserve a husband. And you ain't going to get now. Not one worth having. And so all the fit, feminine, friendly, and cooperative women already have husbands. Trust me on that. Whether legal or non-legal, they already have husbands. Somebody already got them in a wife position. And so we're out here, you have men trying to put a woman in a wife position, but you're marrying too quick. Why you think a woman put early marriage pressure on you like that? Because she wants you to go ahead and wife up before the real her come out. She wants you to go ahead and put in a position before the real her come out. And when I'm talking about non-legal marriage too, man, you cohabitate with a woman, man, you mess around, you don't know who that woman is, man, quick, man, you get that woman up in your crib, man, before you realize, man, boy, you done let Jezebel from hell up in your crib. You ain't even know it. That's why they try to put so much pressure on you, man. One woman open her mouth to me, man, talking about marriage, man, it's a wrap. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to think about that. Not with you. So the reality of the scenario is this, man. You got to remember that she can't accept your authority and leadership because she's been led astray her entire life. Look how young those girls are. Now, wherever their lives ended up, they've been led astray their entire lives, bro. They've been led astray. From this point, they're talking about how they've been led astray. She's been led astray by her parents. You know, Shaq telling Steve Harvey telling Laura she the prize no matter what. No matter what. There's no man who can have nothing, who can build himself in the net. There's no level of masculinity that's higher than her. She's the prize. She's been led astray by her husbands. All these different scenarios, all the different relationships she was in and out of. Being with all of these men, these long-term relationships, short-term relationship, intimate relationship with no other connection. Just all of these things she's done have led her astray. Nobody ever told her what those miles would do to her body, to her spirit, to her mind. Nobody ever told her that. But now she's dealing with the fallout of that. She's been led astray by the internet. The internet tells her that she should look this way, that she should look that way, that she should be seeking this type of man. No, not knowing that 80% of the dudes on the internet showing jewelry, showing fake jewelry. 90% of dudes on the internet showing cars, they showing rented cars. 99% of dudes on the internet showing big cribs, they showing an Airbnb or a rental house. Fake money. And finally, she's been led astray by herself. Telling herself that no matter what she's done, she deserves the best. Telling herself that no matter that because she's a woman, she deserves to have the same rights, the same privileges, the same say-so, the same interaction with you that you have with her. The problem is, if you find a woman out who's not feminine, you can't be fit, feminine, friendly, and cooperative when you want to have the benefits of being a man. When you want to share in the benefits of being a man, you can't be that. That eliminates you. That eliminates you forever. You can't even get that back. You cursed. It's a curse. When a woman wants to reap the benefits that manhood brings and masculinity brings, and she tries to act accordingly, then she loses her ability to be fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative. It's gone, man.
We assume that strong and independent can't also be submissive. Because in the world, who hunts among lions?
Come on, girl! Come on, girl! Come on!
The lioness.
Let me clarify this. See, I'm an animal expert. Whenever people get to talking about these lions and all these animals, man, listen. The female lions hunt because they got kids to take care of. They're mostly single moms. You understand what I'm saying? They're mostly single moms. A lot of times a male lion will create his offspring. A lot of times he'll leave the pride and go find a better pride. If the hunting isn't good where they are, he'll go leave. Yes, they only hunt because the male has to go around and protect the territory. They're hunting because he's securing the territory so they can hunt freely without worrying about any other lions or lionesses coming on the land. So they're not out there hunting while he at the crib chilling. If you ever watch nature documentaries, you almost never see the male lion around. It's the females hunting. The cubs eat. If the male only come around when he's back around, man, he come back around, rest for a few days, and he got to go back and around his territory again because there's always somebody coming trying to take over the pride, trying to take over the territory. The bottom line is he protects the territory. The least they could do is have him dinner there. It's the same thing. It's not hunting. That's how they prepare dinner. That's a lion's way of cooking dinner. So she's not hunting more than she's making sure that when a man get home, he got some food. So they try to turn everything into something independent. Here's the thing. If you're independent, your ass can't be submissive. You can't be. And that's why I tell you, man, all the time, she can't be the chocolate flavor cannot be a helpmeet. Hear this woman? She ain't talking nothing about being a helpmeet. She's talking about her and her life and her this and her money and her independence and her this and her hunting. She's talking all that. You got to understand, she has her own agenda to finally have the life she wants, not join your life. You ever notice? She don't want to join your life. She wants to be 50-50. She wants to bring her life with her and not combine it with your life. She just want to be there, have her life next to your life. Now, that's still her life now. It's not a life together. She got her life. You got your life. She just want to come now and reap the benefits of having a man, of being close enough to a man where she can get the benefits of having a man while she keep her life over there. You got to remember, man, a lot of times these women are being used so much that she just need to use someone else. You know, she's been taken advantage of so much. She just needs to take advantage of someone else. She's cared for people so much. She just need to be cared for by someone else. You know what I'm saying? She's provided for so many people and giving so many people help. She just needs somebody to provide for her. Even though she can provide for herself, she just needs the feeling of knowing that she can be provided for. That's why a woman who can be making six figures and still feel like you're supposed to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? Still feel like you're supposed to pay the bill. She just needs somebody to pay her bill. See, deep down inside, she wants the traditional family. She wants the traditional life. But on the surface, she wants the thrills of getting out here, getting it, and being independent. So yes, she wants to be independent, but she wants you to pay her bills at the same time. Ain't there some? She want to come and go as she please, but at the same time, she wants you to be that protector. She want to go wherever she want to go, and then when something go bad, she want to be able to call you and you come. She don't want to be told where she can't go. She don't want to have no type of parameters placed on her, but she just want to be able to do what she want to do, and then you still take on the responsibility of things when they go bad for her. It's crazy out here, man.
Okay. So the lioness goes out and hunts, and then she comes back. I come across where people see me as a strong, independent woman, which I am and capable of doing, which I think personally as a woman was helpful for me to feel whole individually, so that when I go into a relationship, I don't have to attack.
I want you to think about how idiot. She don't know what she's talking about. She says the lioness goes and hunts, and then she comes back. No, she don't. When they hunt, they kill the animal right there, and then everybody come eat right there. They come back from where? The pride moves when they're hunting. The pride moves with them. And here's another thing. Here's another thing. One female lioness doesn't hunt. The lionesses, plural, hunt. And so, yeah, you could go out there and hunt, but you got to be aware of the fact that there's going to be other lionesses in the pride with you. They don't want that. They want to bring up the lioness, but the lioness is never by herself. She's always a member of her pride. You're never going to see a lone lioness unless she got lost or cut off from her pride. You're never going to see a lone lioness. The females in the lion pride, they live and die in that pride. They just continue to recycle their pride. The males come and go, but the females are always in that pride. So, and there's never just one. So she want to talk about individuality and independence. Lionesses don't hunt independently. That's why you can't listen to women talk. There's no need to listen to one. When a woman starts talking like this, man, just ignore her. She doesn't know anything. Like she's unaware of anything she's talking about, man. She just like to hear herself talk. And I don't want to be convinced that you can be independent and submissive. I don't want you to be submissive if you're independent. I want you to enjoy your independence. That's what I want you men to do. Stop letting these independent women come and try to submit to you. You deserve a better quality of submission than what an independent woman can offer you. An independent woman offers you a very poor replication of submission. It is not even worth the time. I want you to stop accepting that. Her version of submission is going to be trash, man.
However, a woman is not going to want to support or come up under somebody who's not taking her anywhere.
Now, let me clarify that for y'all. A woman is not going to want to submit and come up under anyone who's not taking her where she wants to go. Remember now, she's independent. She ain't giving up that independence. She want to be a partner. She don't want to be a wife. So she's not giving up that independence. She wants you to lead her to where she wants to go. That's all. She wants to go her own way. She wants to go mid-top, man. She going her own way. And she just wants you to help her get there. That's your job as a leader, to lead her to where she wants to go. Man, I ain't buying into that. You shouldn't either. Like, stop trying to, if a woman is independent, fine, let her be independent. Like, bless your independence. I want you to be independent. I want you to be the number one independent woman on the planet. Be that number one independent woman. But accept the fact that you can't be submissive. Not the way a real man wants.